2010 GW CC. We're doing a intake replacement, intake manifold. Already got the intake out. Not a big deal. On this model, we don't have that center bracket, so makes the job a whole lot easier, I guess, without that. But I got one injector that's stuck there and doesn't want to budge, and I don't want to break it, but I do wish I could take it out and put it on the other side there, on the intake side. Also, I took out the I'm not sure what you call those, but those are plates that go right inside the I guess the intake runner channels or guides, probably, you know, whatever you call those. And you can see all the gunk inside of those. A lot of gunk, but especially that one right there. I mean, there's carbon everywhere. But I'm not equipped to clean those, nor am I being paid to do any of that. So I'm just being paid to replace the thing there, the intake. So that's what we're doing. We got the new one trapped up. Took everything we needed to take out of the old one. It's gonna be a throttle body, the fuel rail, some vacuum mechanism there. We only got this looks like a PCV hose that we need to transfer later on. So it doesn't matter right now because it's going on top. But everything else at the bottom, the fuel line, fuel rail, everything is bolted back on the new one. There's videos on these things already, so I'm not going to waste too much time in that. But yeah, that's where we're at. I really don't want to have to push this O-ring this way, but that injector is not coming out of there, and I definitely do not want to damage it by trying to yank on it, because then I will delay the job for however long we're going to take to get another intake, and the car won't be able to go anywhere. So I think I'm going to leave it in there. I tried a few times and it's not going to work. These are the guys that I was referring to just shortly. Just trying to clean them up a little bit. You know, I'm not sure it's going to make such a difference because the valves are completely gunked up. So, but you know, we'll do what we can. Not a bad job, honestly. Not a bad job. But just remember, on this model, you don't have that center bracket. So that's just basically a bunch of bolts you got to take off. Take off the you know, the charge pipe right there from the cold air intake. You take it out. There's a connector there. You know, once you do that, then you yank off thing from the throttle body. I mean, nothing to it, honestly. I was dreading the job before I got to the job. I got to the job realizing it's just, you know, it's really nothing to it. So don't be scared of it. Even as a DIY, you could probably do it. Just be patient. You're going to use a lot of tricks and, you know, magnets and stuff like that to get some of the bolts out. We got this kit from ECS Tuning, and they gave us a whole bunch of bolts and everything to replace. I don't even know why. You know, the bolts are, you know, on this car, they're not bad at all. Like, they're in good shape, but, you know, what are we going to do since they already gave it to us? I'll use them. The only thing that I feel like the kit is really good for is probably the injector seals and whatnot that goes with, you know, the hardware for the injector. That's a good thing for the kit. But as far as the bolts, and unless you lose them in the engine bay, which you shouldn't be able to, because once you remove the intake, you have so much room to see what's going on there. So not a bad job. I'm just going to wrap it up. I think I'm going to just use I mean, I would love to take it out so I can clean it, but like I said, I'm not going to run the risk of breaking the injector just because I want to take it out. So I'm going to replace the O-rings and everything else and clean everything else really nice and neat and call it a day, man. All right, 2004 Honda Accord V6. Doing a starter job with it. I guess this must be the week of the starters failing, all of them in mass. It's literally my, I think, 4th or 5th starter job in 2 days. There you go. Let me get two hands on that battery. There's no handle on it, so. Alright, got the battery out. Now we got to remove the battery tray, which is held on by 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, maybe that's not one of it. Okay, that's not one of it. Live situation. Alright, 1, 2. And we're going to get the 10mm off there. Do I have my 10? Yes, right there. And that's it right there. Alright, so we got all 3 fasteners out. Alright, 1, 2. Don't fall. And then we're going to set them right there for now. Alright, I was trying to remove this tray. It's not budging at all. Something else is holding it on. I hope it's not the Honda Odyssey with them stupid clamp. Okay, let me pause it, figure out why it's not coming, and then we'll resume. Alright, after we took out this stupid shield or battery tray, trying to get to the bottom bolt there. I think we got it. I think so. I hope so. Nope, we weren't even on it. Oh boy. Alright, let's get the top bolt off. Right there, you see it. Where are you? Okay, I'm seeing it clearly, but the camera can't pick it up. That sucks. Alright, one bolt off. Right there. The bottom one seems to be another 710mm. I'm not sure. Alright, let me pause you guys. I gotta get to this bolt. So I broke it loose. It was pretty tight as usual. So now I got a feel for it. I'm gonna run it out. I think we're out. I get the bolt off. Long bolt. Alright, now we're gonna get the signal wire off. Right there. We're gonna get that looking like a 12mm. So anyway, right there. Alright, so remove the BAT terminal. Oh, we got to drop this thing. Hopefully I got the right one because they got so many different ones. So let's compare these two and see what we got. I hope I got the right one. Alright, so it looks to be the right one to me. Alright. Looks to be the right one. Side to side, turn this one. Gotta stay put. Yeah, I don't mind scratching my hood, it don't matter. For those who notice. Yeah, so that's the right one. We're gonna remove that bolt there. Alright. Put it back in there. Get this wire out of my way. Gesture now. Let me grab the short bolt. That's the easy access there. Put it back there. Alright, go. Let me get to the other hole right there. Alright. There you go. Like this one, exchange. It's too hard to turn. Now let's get the big guns and I'm gonna snag them up. Alright, that's what I use right there. A big, long, extendable ratchet, 1/2 inch to take it out, because that's how it is with the Hondas. Alright, let me pause it. I need my 2 hands. Alright, let's do the B plus terminal there. Let me see if it'll, yeah, it's good. Sits flush all the way. What did I do with that nut? I got a nut. I hope they stay with the same size. Sometimes they just want to be different. Alright, it's the same size. That's good enough right there. More than that, you risk to break it. Alright, so last but not least, that piece. Make sure it's snug. Put the boot, some of whatever's left of it. Same thing for this one, so you don't have any type of sparks. If anything should fall, I don't know what would, but be safe than sorry. Right there. So we're done on the side. That is put back together. Let's go give it a start. Alright, that problem is solved. Toyota Sienna, we're doing a starter. Being called here, no start. Getting the diagnosis quickly. Starter bad. Man, it went and got me a starter. Just put it in right now. I don't usually, well, before I didn't used to put thread locker on his starter bolts, but since I've seen on one of the jobs, that was the problem. After we already bought a new starter, when I got to the starter itself, I realized that the problem was because it kind of vibrated loose, literally. So that was the first time I ever seen that. So since then, I opted to definitely use thread locker now when I put the starter bolts in. That's just what I do. You may disagree, that's fine, but that's what I'm gonna do. Definitely put some thread locker nowadays. So this job, I'm not sure if they have videos on it. You can even, I mean, it's a pretty easy job here. Half an hour job if everything is ready to go. Meaning you got the parts and everything ready. Half an hour job, you're done with this thing. I'm not sure what the labor hour is. I charge an hour because that's my minimum. I'm not gonna leave my house for less than an hour worth of labor. So anyway, that's what it is. Nothing to it. I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you don't practice that, I would definitely recommend it. It doesn't hurt, and it can save you world of trouble later on. We got a what is it? Acura TSX, maybe 2008. Replacing the O2 sensors. The rear O2 sensor is actually connected somewhere under the seat. We're gonna find out just now together. You have T40 Torx for the back on the seat, and on the front you got 40 mil. So with that, I think we're done with that. Let's see if I can flip this seat over. Should be able to flip over now. I think I took everything out. Let me pause and see what's going on. Okay, so that's not bad. I guess those Torx don't need to be touched, so don't waste your time doing that. You got 40 millimeters in the back as well. Once you remove that little cover right there. So learn from my mistake. Save yourself some time. I might as well put these ones back. Well, they're not lining up now. Alright, worry about them later. Alright, Now we got lift off. We're gonna just flip it back, and we're gonna see what's what underneath there. If we can flip it back, of course, without no drama. I'm not sure what else, what other surprise this has for us. A stupid design, if you ask me. Just to get to an auto sensor connector, why do you have to go and bury it? Pop it halfway. Remove that. Alright, so, oh, okay. Thank God. That's not it. Thank God. It's right there on the corner. That's it right there. So let me pop that off. And we're going to snake the new one in and then call it a day. Whew. It would have been tough if I had to strip the wire aluminum and do this job. That would have been very stupid of them. Alright, be right back. There goes in the part number. We're getting the best, of course. I mean, you're going to go through this trouble, you might as well get the best. Alright, so it even comes with that right there rubber plug, right? That's slick. Alright, cool. And even the clips and everything else. I like that. So definitely eliminates the needs to do a lot of work. But just to get to it just this way right here, honestly, that's a stupid design if you ask me. Let me see if I can one-hand it for you guys. If not, you know what we're going to do. We're going to be right back. Hold on, actually, 1 second. Alright, so let's try to connect this thing. Where you guys at? Right here? Okay, cool. Alright, that's in. The rest of it, you know, kids are possessed, man. The way they be screaming all day long at the pool, kids must be possessed. Alright, snake this thing back in there. That's it. You stay there. Which way does it go? This way. It has to be this way. And then we're going to angle it, trying to force it. I'm pretty sure it's going to give me a hard time. I'm going to have to use my left hand just to push it in. That's that. Crap over here. Alright, cool. Alright, so like there. You get the picture. We're gonna put the bolts back. In the meantime, let me take it down here and see what's going on here and what exactly we need to do. Now, I already have that, so I guess it does screw. You can screw it in and out. That's what it looks like. There you go, sweet. But the point is, I cannot screw this. Actually, no, you don't have to. Well, yeah, it does screw in, but you know what? I'm just gonna push it in this time. That's it, and it stays. You can screw it in with the wire. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. And then with a couple of clips on the side, which I'm not sure where they go. And they already have clips in there, so I'm not gonna mess with that, honestly. You could take it out, but it's no use. I mean, this is all. You can take it out, but for me, well, I mean, why not? I'm gonna think about it. It's gonna mess with my mind. Like, why didn't I do that? I mean, it does. Alright, we gotta put the new one in, as you saw. It wasn't a big deal to take it off anyway. Just push it out. Same thing, this one. Grab here. But basically, pull it out. You gotta lift up the tab a little bit. Where the shot right there, lift up the tab. Take it out. The new one just comes in just like that. Line it up. Push it to the clicks. And the hole is there. We have some. We should have some. Yeah, it's already pre-lubed or and it's seized. Cool. We don't want any seize on the sensor itself. So we're gonna twist it backwards the way you know what I mean. Before you put it in, you're gonna twist it the opposite way that you're gonna put it in, just to get some Yeah. Best thing would have been to put it in here first, but so now there you go. I just gotta get my wrench there. Sorry about the shot. Don't tell me, I know it's crappy. But sometimes if you want to get your guys here, and I don't have a cameraman Brian, that's kind of how it is. It wasn't very tight either, so I'm not going to go gorilla on it. Let's see if it bottoms out. That's good enough for me. That's good enough. That is tight enough for me. We're going to go on the other side there. Deal with the other one, which is kind of corny. But at least we're done with this side. We're in the vehicle now. We're done with the mechanical side of it. Trying to erase the code. By the way, I did not diagnose the car. Customer took it somewhere else. Got it diagnosed, say he needed to replace the O2 sensor. So I helped him just find some good parts on Rock Auto. So that was it. So I'm just going to clear whatever light is out there, and then we're going to see what's going to happen. Hopefully, whatever problem it was, it will resolve. But ultimately, I don't ask too many questions. You ask me to do a job, I do exactly what you ask me to do. I have 2, 3, 4 different mechanics. It's up to you. This will be USA, I believe. Alright, 2008 TSX. Okie doke. Let's go to diagnosis. Control unit. I don't feel like doing all that stuff. Alright. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 seconds. Okay. Yeah, so that was that. Definitely, no doubt about it. That was the code for it. 134 air fuel ratio sensor. Heater circuit is bad, so he didn't tell me what was bad about it. I didn't ask questions. I just said, okay, fine. Whatever you diagnose, I'll fix. I don't ask many questions when people do that. Just do what they ask me to do. Alright, erase the code. Yes, we are completely sure that's what we want to do. Switch it off. Alright, switch off. Switch it on, switch it back on. Alright, cool. Now we're going to go to lab data. We're going to start the car, and then we're going to see what's going on. Okie doke. Where we're looking for? Right there. So I want to look at, that is something different, just to see the circuit is really wrong. There you go, right there. On, no problem.